Hi dears, welcome to my channel. Today we are discussing class 10 ninth lesson human eye and colorful world. Okay. Before that we have to go through the question time of the 8th lesson, isn't it? What was the 8th lesson? Light, reflection and refraction. Actually human eye and colorful world is the continuation of this lesson. You will come to know how it is related to that lesson. Okay ma? The question time is now. We are answering. Okay ma? What are the questions which are asked about the lesson light, reflection and refraction? 3 questions have been asked, right? The first question was rear view mirrors are convex mirrors. Okay. Second one is among the colors of spectrum, lateral displacement is less for which color? Whether it is for red or for violet is the question. Answer is what ma? It is for red color. Why? Because as the wavelength is increased, lateral displacement will be decreased. Here for the red color, wavelength is more. So the lateral displacement will be very less. Okay. Third one is SI unit of the power of lens is what? It's an easy one. What's the answer? It is diopter. Okay. We are going for the 9th lesson, human eye and colorful world. Dears, here I have parted the lesson into 2, part A and part B. In part A, we will be discussing about the human eye, and in part B, we will be discussing about colorful world. Okay? If the human eye is the world will be colorful for us, right? So how is the human eye makes this world colorful? Okay? We are discussing. Okay, ma? So let's go inside the lesson. Human eye. When we are seeing an eye, this will be red. This isn't it? This is the eye. So this part is what? This part is what? All these parts we are going to see. What are these parts? And how will the eye work? And what is the power of accommodation of eye? And what are the defects of the eye? All these we will be discussing here. Okay? First is, when we are seeing an eye, what we will be able to understand? What is this eye? Eye is a light sensitive organ which enables us to see this world around us, isn't it? So how much small the eye is? Eyeball is almost 2.6 centimeter in diameter. Okay, this small eye enables us to see which will be having high resolution power. To say 576 megapixel is the resolution power of the human eye. When we are comparing to the high advanced phone, the camera will be having the resolution of almost 48 megapixel. But our eye will be having 576 megapixel. So, how much powerful our eye is, right? We have to see how the eye is working and the parts. Okay, ma? First one, when we are seeing the eye, there will be a ball of the eye. There will be a ball. This ball enables us to move here, there, this. Whenever the ball is moving, we will be able to see that parts, isn't it? So the main thing is this ball. Okay, the ball of the eye is very important. So there will be something which is white. Other than the eyeball, something is there in our eye which is white in color. What is it called? It is called sclera. What is it called? It is called sclera of the eye. So what is its function? Nothing other than giving protection to the eye. Okay. When we are touching the eye, we will not be able to get inside to the eye because it is having a protective layer, covering, a coating. What is it called? It is called the cornea. What is it called? It's called the cornea of the eye. Okay, ma. Now, when we are entering to the eyeball, we can see the eyeball's color will be varied for people. Some will be having black eyeballs like me. My eyeball is black in color. Some people will be having eyeball gray in color. Some will be having blue colored eyeball, isn't it? So what is this? Actually, this part is called iris. What is it called, ma? It is called iris. Iris is the one which give color to the eyeballs. Okay? When we are seeing the diagram of the eye, this is called the cornea, ma. This is the cornea, this outer covering. When we are coming enter, this is the part. 2 parts are there. Okay? 2 parts. This is called iris. This iris are colorful for people. Okay, ma? Some people will be having grey color, some people will be having black color, some will be having blue color. Like that, this iris color will be changing for people. Then, there is something here, nothing. There is a part which enables the light to enter. Well, also iris is not completely closed. Some part is open. We are saying it as pupil. This is called the pupil of our eye. When we are seeing an eye closely, we can see iris is there and in the center there is something black colored. Means it is called the pupil of the eye, or we can say it is the window of the eye because it will be opened which allow the light from outside to fall inside. Okay, ma? It is the window of the eye. For us, it will be easy to understand. Then, when we are getting inside, there is a crystalline lens for our eye. What is there in our eye? There is a crystalline lens. Which kind of lens it is made of? Is it convex or concave? It is convex lens. Why convex? Because convex lens is the one which is a converging lens. You have learned in the last chapter. That's why I told you that it is a continuation of the 8th lesson. This convex lens, this crystalline lens is convex. The iris is a controlling muscle. It's a muscular part and it is the controlling one. How it is controlling? When we are entering into a room having dim light, this iris will more expand. Which means what? The pupil will be enlarged. Means what? The light can enter directly. More light can enter directly to the crystalline lens. Okay. When we are entering or when we are going to a bright region or the place where the light is much more or bright light is there, the iris will come closer to each other. So what happens? The pupil will be small. Means what? No much light get enter into the crystalline lens. Okay. So this iris is also a controlling muscle for the eye. Okay, ma? I told about this crystalline lens, right? This crystalline lens is also controlled by something. It is the ciliary muscles. Have you seen blue colored? I have drawn in this blue colored manner. This is ciliary muscles. Ciliary muscles are the one which makes this crystalline lens to contract, relax, make it much more lengthy, make it much more thickened or bulky. All these is done by this ciliary muscles. Where, on what purpose, for what reason the ciliary muscle is doing, you will learn when you are learning about the accommodation of eye. What is that? You will learn about it. Okay. Then we said about up to crystalline lens. Then when we are seeing, there is the shape of the eye is round almost, and there is a part which is called retina of the eye. The part where the light sensitive cells are present is called what, ma? Retina. Retina contain light sensitive cells to say rods, cones and all. So what is the function of the rod cells? RODS, rods. What is the function of it? It enables us to see in dim light. What is the specialty of the cone cells? Cone cells enables us to see the things in bright, when it is bright, and it helps to see the colored ones. This retina contains large number of optic nerves. What is this optic nerve doing? When the light is falling on the retina, optic nerves will convert this light into electrical signals, and they sense this electrical signals to brain, and the brain senses these signals and we will be able to see. So up to this extent the parts are there. When we are saying about the eye, there are two parts. Here one part, there is nothing. If you are thinking it is wrong, it is having a colorless liquid. We are saying it as aqueous humor. Aqueous humor. And this part is containing a liquid called vitreous humor. For what purpose aqueous humor is there? It is the one which gives the shape as well as it helps for the protection of this iris. This aqueous humor is working, and the vitreous humor, it is the one which gives the shape of the eyeball. Actually, the shape makes sense. If the shape is not proper, it is very difficult for us to see. So this vitreous humor also plays an important role which enables to give the shape for this eye. Now we are going to see how the eye is working. See, some fruit, a kind of fruit the eye is seeing. So what happens? There are much more light rays from the the light rays will be passing directly to this crystalline lens. Light rays from these fruit will be passing to the crystalline lens. What is this lens? Lens is the convex lens. Means what? Convex lens is the one which converges the light and we will get real image, but the image will be inverted. Yes or no? The image will be inverted. This crystalline lens makes this light to converge and we will be able to, it is seen in an inverted manner. Okay ma? It will be seen in an inverted manner. Here optic nerves are there. This optic nerves takes this as electric signals and it will be direct it to the brain. So what will the brain do? The brain process these signals and converts the inverted one into erect images. So we will be able to see, we are seeing the objects as the erect one, but it is falling on the retina as the inverted one. Okay ma? As the crystalline lens is a convex lens, it will give real and inverted image, but the brains will read it as the erect image and we will be able to see the objects in a erect manner. Okay, this is how the eye is functioning. Now about the blind spot. As I told you, the retina is the part wherever the light is falling on the retina, it will be converted into electric signals by the optic nerve and it will be transformed to, it will be transferred to the brain, isn't it? So what is the blind spot? There is a spot in the retina at the end. Optic nerve is connected to eye only. The optic nerve is not connected to the brain. The optic nerve is connected to eye. So if any light is falling on this blind spot, we will not be able to see that because it is not processed to the brain. Instead of it, it is processed to the eye only. So we will not be able to see. Okay ma? Now we should know what is the power of accommodation of the eye. Dears, now we understood about the importance of eye. The eye has to be protected. What is that for protecting the eye? There is eyelids above this eye. What does this eyelids do? It will protect the eye by closing and opening. Sometimes it will be closed. It will be closed and open off. It will be closed and open frequently, right? For giving a watery layer above the eye, above the cornea, so that if the dust particle is there, it will be washed out. And moreover, there is a tear gland, or we are saying it as lacrimal gland. It is also present near the eye. So this tear gland will produce tears. For what purpose tears are there? Tears are there for washing out the dust particles. If any dust particles or foreign germs or anything is entering in the eye, these tears will be produced from this tear gland and it will wash out this. Now we are moving to see about the sight. How things are seen in the eyes. What is the near point and what is the far point of the eye? To which extent we can see the objects clearly when we are moving the objects towards us is the near point of the eye. It is almost 25 centimeter. Above, if the things are making close beyond this, if the things are bought within this 25 centimeter, the things will not be clear. It will be blurry appearance can be seen. So the near point of the eye is 25 centimeter and the far point of eye is what ma? We can see the objects far distance away also, isn't it? It will be seen as small point like objects can be seen. It will be like that, but still we will be able to see. So the far point is infinity and the near point is 25 centimeter. Okay ma? How the eye is adjusted to see these things? The eyes are able to see the near point and the eyes are able to see the far point. How is it possible? Because of the power of accommodation of the eye. Because of this speciality, through the eye we will be able to see the near things and we will be able to see the far things. What is this power of accommodation? It's very important topic, dears. The power of accommodation of the eye. That is, we have already learned that with the help of this lens, we will be able to see or focus the things. Isn't it? We will be able to focus the things only with the help of this lens. So this lens can be adjusted. Who is adjusting this lens? This is by the ciliary muscles. What will the ciliary muscles do? The ciliary muscles contracts and relax with respect to the distance of the object. Okay. As I told you, the crystalline lens is present and the lens helps to focus the object image on the retina. The image will be followed on the retina and it will enables to see the things because of the focusing. So the focal length can be adjusted with the help of the ciliary muscles. When we are seeing a object which is far away from us, what happens is the ciliary muscles will relax. When the ciliary muscles is relaxing, the ciliary muscles are the one which is holding this lens. So if they are relaxing, the lens also will be expanding. Okay, when the muscles are relaxing, the lens will be expanding. So what happens is the focal length gets increased and the objects images will be fall directly on the retina and we will be able to see the far away objects clearly. Okay, when we are seeing the objects which are near to us, what happens? The ciliary muscles contracts. When the ciliary muscles are contracting, the lens become thicker and much more smaller. So what happens? The focal length gets decreased and the images will be fall directly on the retina and we will be able to see. So this ability of the eye lens to become thinner and expanding or thicker and contracting results in the clear vision or the clarity of the vision. So this property or this speciality of the eye is called what, ma? This is called the power of accommodation. Because of this power of accommodation, the things will be so clear even though it is far away or even though it is near to us, it will be clear for us. Okay, ma? Now I am having a doubt here. Why human is having two eyes or almost all organisms are having two eyes instead of one? With one eye itself, I will be able to see things. I will be able to see even though my one eye is closed. Then why two eyes are needed? Actually, horizontal vision with one eye will be only about 150 degree. Okay, if we are seeing with the right eye, from the right side up to 150 degree, one eye will be able to see things. If we are taking two eyes together, the vision will be above 180 degree and we will be able to see things here also. I am able to see things from here and see things from here and the vision will be much more clear because the resolution of the human eye is much more, right? So for getting the more angle of horizontal vision, two eyes are needed for all the organisms including humans. Okay. Now we are discussing the topic about this cataract. What is this cataract? Have you heard about the cataract? People in the old ages will be suffering from the cataract more. Okay. What is this cataract? Actually, this crystalline lens plays an important role in the vision, isn't it? If the crystalline lens is just like crystal, the vision will be proper. But when age is more, what happens is this lens will become much more cloudy or will be much more milky. So what happens is the vision will not be clear. At the end, if the crystalline lens has become more and more milky, it will be impossible for that person to see even. The loss of vision will be happened, which results in the partially or completely loss of vision for the people who are suffering from cataract. How can we remove this cataract? By doing simple surgery, the cataract disease can be removed. Okay. Now the next topic we are discussing is defects of human eye. What is this defects of human eye? We have discussed about the power of accommodation. Power of accommodation of lens is very important for the vision, proper and clear vision. If the power of accommodation is reduced, what happens? The vision will be much more blurry. So we are discussing the defects. what are the defects? Three types of defects we will be discussing. First is myopia. Now we are discussing the defects of human eye. As I told you, the power of accommodation plays an important role. As the power of accommodation is there, it is able for us to see the images or see the objects clearly, right? But if the power of accommodation is reduced, it will be difficult for us to see. So the vision will be blurry. Okay. So this is the defect of human eye, and it is divided into three: myopia, hypermetropia, and presbyopia. Then what are they we are discussing here? First is myopia. Myopia is also called nearsightedness. Means what? We are able to see the things near to us clearly, but it is very difficult for us to see the objects which is far away. It is not we. For people who are suffering from myopia, or it includes me also, I am having myopia. So what it is, the far away things or far away objects cannot be seen clearly. This is myopia. Why is it so? Because the image is formed in front of retina. The image has to be touched to retina, then only the optic nerve will be able to convert it into electric signals, and the brain will read it. But if the object's image is formed just in front of retina, it will be difficult for the retina to identify the things. So we will be having the blurry vision when seeing the far away objects. It is due to two reasons. First is excessive curvature of the eye lens, and the second is elongation of the eyeball. Because of these two reasons, this myopia is caused. How can it be cured? It can be cured by using a concave lens in front of this eye. When we are using the concave lens, what is the specialty of the concave lens? Is the concave lens converging or diverging? Concave lens is diverging lens, and it will take much more distance for the image to be formed, so that the image will be formed directly on the retina. So the things which are far away will be much more clear for us. Okay, this is myopia, and the solution also, how to cure, we have discussed. Now the second thing is hypermetropia. Hypermetropia is exactly opposite of that of the myopia. That is, it is far-sightedness. It is when the person is having hypermetropia, it will be difficult for him to see the objects which is near to him. Normally, for a person, the nearsightedness is 25 centimeter, isn't it? But for a person suffering from hypermetropia, the nearsightedness is not 25. It will be far away from 25 centimeter, because when he is seeing the objects at 25 centimeter, the objects will be seen as blurry for him. Then how is it caused? Actually, the image have to fall on retina for getting the clear vision. But the person who is having hypermetropia, the images will be formed just outside the retina, away from the retina. It is formed away from the retina. So the objects which are far away will be clear for him, while the objects which are near to him is not clear, will be blurry for him. So how is it formed? It can be of two reasons. First one, focal length will be too long. Second one, the eyeball may have become too short. Because of these two reasons, hypermetropia is formed. Okay, how can it be cured? It can be cured by using a convex lens in front of this eyes. Now we are going to see presbyopia. What is this presbyopia? Normally in the old ages, this presbyopia will be formed. Actually, the reason is the power of accommodation will be reduced to a large extent, so that the person who is having this presbyopia will not be able to see things clearly, even though it is near to them and far to them. That is presbyopia. Nearsightedness and farsightedness will be together for that people. So this presbyopia, how can it be cured? It can be cured by using bifocal lenses. The glasses will be having, the specs or the glass will be having both the lens together in the glass. That is, concave lenses also will be there and convex lenses will be there. The upper part will be having concave lens and the lower part will be having the convex lens. So when they are reading the objects which are near to them, they will use the concave lens. If they are seeing the far objects, they will use the convex lens. By that way, it can be cured. Okay. So these are the defects, and so up to this extent we have seen the eyes, the parts of the eyes, then power of accommodation of the eye, and the defects of the human eye, and the solution for that. Everything has been discussed. Then about the colorful world we will discuss in part B.